On for an hour? Yeah, because we're moving to 9 p.m. So congratulations to all of you smart enough to read Facebook and realize that. I watched the Dallas game, the Dallas-Seattle game.
Yeah.
And I watched it like I was in a fog, like I wasn't really watching it. You know what I mean? I mean, you were watching the game, but you weren't there. You're kind of out-of-body experience type thing going on. Because I just could not believe what was unfolding in front of my eyes. Tony Romo, 21 for 32, 250 yards, 2 passing TDs, only got sacked once. DeMarco Murray, 29 rushes for 115 yards. I'm just going to say this once, Dallas fans. Enjoy it. Because Murray ain't going to last 16 games, and once the running game goes away, your boy Romo is going to start chucking it to the other team. Hear me now, believe me later.
I think they said that DeMarco Murray's up to 215 carries, and last year he had 325 all year.
Yeah.
And he missed like 2 to 3 games.
He's on track to break O.J. Simpson's single-season record.
I don't wish harm on anybody, but DeMarco Murray has never played a full season in the NFL.
Well, you can't... you just... I mean, you got a guy like that. And right now, he's up to 780 total rushing yards. So 785. Averaging 138.8 yards a game with 6 touchdowns. He's going to run out of gas. He's going to get beat up. You're going to hurt him, is what's going to happen. He's going to run.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like a pitcher in baseball. You only got so many pitches. And the Cowboys are using them all up in the beginning of the season. Next November, December, guys. I'm sorry, you're gonna be old Dallas. I mean, DeMarco's either gonna be hurt or he's gonna be wore out, even behind that gargantuan offensive line that he's got. Which I will say something about Jerry Jones. He can put together an offensive line.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you spend like 3 out of your last 5 first-round picks on offensive line, I could build you an O-line too. I think that the best thing that happened to them was Frederick, their first-round draft pick last year, actually being an NFL center. Nobody thought that was going to happen. If they don't have that center, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
it won't happen.
And they're good.
Yeah. Oh, and they're. I mean, Eagles. We had the best O-line last year. An O-line will get you super, super far.
Yep.
But DeMarco Murray's durability, it scares me. And then you got Joseph Randle getting arrested. He's probably going to be suspended. Dunbar's good, but Dunbar has his own health issues.
Yep.
So we'll see. 5-1.
He's running.
You got 10 weeks left.
He's running really good now. He's running really good now. But like you said, and like I'm saying right now, you can't pound a running back like that in today's game and expect him to last the entire season. You just can't. It's just not possible.
Yeah. Especially a running back who has a history of never finishing a season.
Yeah, I give it to the beginning of November. They're going to fall apart, like always. Like always.
Hopefully they fall apart against the Giants this week. So.
Well, hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get next week's picks out of the way. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm down, man. I'm ready for it. I got to redeem myself.
And I got Nate's and Matt's by proxy. So.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure Nate was. All exclamation points. Cowboys, Cowboys.
What? Oh, yeah, I know. He's disgusting, really.
We're both 5-1, so pace yourself, buddy. Take it from somebody who's won the division 8 times since 2000. It's a long season.
Yeah, it's a long season. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. Stick around. Go ahead and mute up, and we'll come back after these messages. You're listening to On the Air with Mike Allen with my guest, Joe Huggins, for the NFL picks for Week 7. We're going to be right back after this message. This is the Armed Radio Global Network. I'm Mike Allen, and you are on the air.
I bust a shot on them. And one. For real though, I'm trying to see what that thing do.
What up, this your boy Majesty the God. Make sure you go pick up the hottest single that's out right now. All systems go on iTunes and Google Play. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Majesty DAGOD 80 Entertainment. We in here.
All I need in my life is a Stay ready, all systems on go. Take a hit, then I pass it to the bro. Oh,
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
We love your dogs and kitties. We love them, yes we do. So when you want to give a gift, a cake or treat or two, PamperedPawGifts.com is the place for you. Yes, PamperedPawGifts.com is the place for you.
The small city of Rockton, Illinois, is stunned by the brutal and senseless murder of an entire family, leaving only the father to pick up the pieces of his shattered life. Two rookie detectives are at odds, but before they get a chance to stop him, the killer strikes again. Will Detective Max Larkin and Detective Jesse Fairlane put their personal differences aside so they can stop the killer from striking again? Find out in the new suspense thriller, Time Killer, from author Todd M. Thede. Available in hardcover, softcover, and Kindle at Amazon.com.
Are you an entrepreneur looking to get your business off the ground? Or are you an established business in need of a plan to present to an investor? Keljo Solutions can provide you with the plan that presents you and your business to others in an organized, professional package. With affordable rates, we have the plan to fit your budget. Visit us on the web at www.keljo.net and watch your business grow.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Hi, Tom here from Spot On with Lino and Tom. Tune in for some topical discussion and laugh therapy with Lino and me. I'll be covering my favorites like Weird News of the Week and what I'm liking on Netflix, the next best gadget, and whatever else comes to mind.
We both have our own interests. I love reporting on the latest movies being filmed here in Boston, checking out new musical talent, and just talking to people.
We'll also be featuring segments such as on-the-spot interviews where Lynn and I venture out and ask questions of our listening public.
That's my favorite part. Besides hanging out with my buddy Tom. Now that's the icing on the cake. And cake. I love talking about cake. We love talking about everything. So tune in Monday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern right here at Armed Radio Global.
All right, welcome back. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Eat24.com. Eat24.com is your place to go to find food that can be delivered straight to your door. Enter your zip code into Eat24.com's webpage. They will find a restaurant around you that will deliver, and they'll put the order in and have it delivered. You pay for it, do everything over Eat24.com. If you're out and about, put it on your app. Put the app on your phone. Put it on iPhone or Android or anything you have. Be sitting in a meeting. Everybody else is stressing about how they got to rush out of the meeting. Only got 30 minutes to eat. Not you. You're sitting back there all sly-like, ordering your food to have delivered right to the meeting room, right to where you're at. It's like having a food truck in your pack. E24.com, proud sponsor of Armed Radio Global. Now, joining us back on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline, Joe Huggins, and let's talk Week 7 already, Joe.
Week 7. Don't tell me that. It's Week 1. It's Week 1 for me.
Oh, man, Week 7. I mean, it's just like it just started. We had our second to last home game for the high school, and it's just like we just got here. These seasons.
Well, what I tell people is don't worry. In due time, it'll be like a 30-game season, and we'll just have football all year round. At this rate, there'll be no tackling, and football will last all year.
It'll be like 7-on-7.
Yeah, there you go. Glorified 7-on-7, like Starship Troopers minus Johnny Rico.
Minus Johnny, yeah. Well, I was watching NFL films on the NFL channel, by the way. And
what?
I was watching an NFL films documentary on the hardest hitters in the game, and they were showing them playing back in the 60s and 70s. Dude, they get kicked out of the game for doing that crap this year. These days. I mean, they were twisting helmets and grabbing helmets off, snatching helmets off heads, and they were it was about the Raiders. It was a documentary about the Raiders from the 70s.
I can't remember what the defensive end's name is, but he made it famous, and the rule for no face mask is he used to grab people by the face.
Yeah, he used to grab them by the face.
Slam them to the ground. Like, that was his move.
He's in
the Hall of Fame for that move.
Yeah. And they're just, you could see how they'd go after the quarterback and be kneeing him on the ground and digging a little bit and throwing the elbow up under the chin. And this guy was like, it's not a good game unless I unless I knock somebody's tooth out. I'm thinking, what the hell happened to this game? Now guys are leading with their shoulders, and they're getting penalized. They're getting fined.
Well, it's like talk to Atwater and Roy Crockett about how safety should be played and how they should hit, or Brian Dawkins, or John Lynch, Ronnie Lott. They've made a career of making hits, so the fact that they're changing how the hits are made, I don't normally agree with James Harrison. In the route of the physicality of football, I totally agree with James Harrison.
Yeah, it's just getting, and the equipment now is better too. And and somebody said, well, back then the players weren't as big and they weren't running as fast, and that's all Hey, back then they played with turf toe. They played with broken fingers. They tweaked their knee. They wrapped it up, took a shot of whiskey, went back out on the field. I mean, that was brutal. It was a brutal sport back then.
You'll hear stories of Johnny Unitas playing football with 2 broken thumbs.
Yeah.
But then you'll hear somebody complain about how Brett Favre broke their finger in practice.
Yeah.
Big difference.
And remember Stallworth, or not Stallworth, God dang it, the Cowboys. Quarterback.
Oh, wait.
Troy
Aikman?
No, not Aikman, the good one. Number 12.
Well,
70s.
There's Don Meredith. There's Roger the Dodger Starbuck.
Starbuck.
Yeah, okay.
Remember when he used to grip the football? You'd see it on every of the films. Like his third year, his right pinky would go off in an odd angle.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was there permanently because he broke it in a game and and tried to reset it on the field and wouldn't reset. And since it was crooked like that, he said he could throw the ball better, gave him better control, so he just left it.
Yeah, it's like a rudder, an extra rudder.
Yeah, whatever. I'll just leave my finger. Yeah. And I remember playing as a kid, and even now today, I know when the weather's going to change because my left knee gives. And that's from an injury in football I had way back in 1984. And I'm sure it was probably some ACL tear or some silly thing that they do now where they go in for MRIs. Hey, I taped it up, kept playing. I was out that game. It was very painful. I didn't last the game it got hurt in. But I came back the next week, heavily taped, put a little medication on it, popped some Advil, let's go.
I had a high school football coach, Coach Milton. He used to talk about how he tore his MCL, his PCL, and his ACL, and got blood drained from his knee every week before game day. That's probably not true, but he sold it, and I was like, man, I got to be tough.
Well, they did a thing on the Jets. The 69 Jets, which one of my teachers in high school played on the Jets in 69. He was one of my football coaches. And so I always try to watch anything on the 69 Jets to catch a glimpse of, look for number 30.